Bitch, this jar is so fucking mean to me. What the hell? We're actually running out, which is good because I'm kind of over this. Not again! No! Why? Why did I put this in here? Hey guys, my name is Angus and today I'm going to be wrapping up everything that I read in August and drawing out my TBR for September. So if you don't know, I've been doing this thing all year where I'm trying to read every book on this bookshelf. I draw out 3 books from here each month, which are like all the books on my bookshelf I haven't read yet. I put them on my TBR. I have to at least try to read them. If I DNF them, that's fine, but it's just my way of like trying to get me to get through all these books. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Right now I'm gonna get into my wrap up for last month, but if you're just here to see my TBR draw out, you can skip to this time code here. It'll take you straight to that. That'll take you to all the fun stuff, all of the drama that unfolds. Every single time I do this, something seems to go wrong. So, but yeah, right now I'm gonna get into everything I read in August. So August for me was that bitch. We're gonna pretend she didn't happen. My reading habits for last month were trash, okay? I should be fired from BookTube, honestly. Boot me off the island, vote me off. I was such a bad reader last month. I mean, like, look, okay, I read 4 books, but my reading habits, I read like nothing for the first 3 weeks, and then I like crammed everything into the last week, so not good. Not good for my mental health at all. So the first book I read last month was Girl, Woman, Other. We really started the month off on a good foot. This book was superb. Probably going to be one of my favorite reads of the year. I honestly think this is a book that everyone should read. It pretty much follows 12 different characters. They're mostly women and they're all kind of linked in some way. So each section is a different character and they all weave together into this really, really just like poetic story. The writing in this is so poetic. It's like prose. So much fun to read. And although like I found myself getting attached to these characters, you suddenly switch to a new character and you're all of a sudden you're like after one page sucked into the new character and you just kind of like forget all about the old character. You don't forget, but like you're happy to move on. Every character I found had some really interesting dynamic about them and they felt so like 3-dimensional and well thought out and just fleshed out. Excellent. Really recommend. I gave this 5 stars. The next book I read last month was The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. This book follows like, you've got like your chosen ones in a traditional YA story, but what about everyone else? You know, while like the chosen ones are like wreaking a plague of vampire havoc on a town, what's everyone else up to? Like, who's dating who? Like, how's things, guys? What's going on? How are you dealing with this vampire plague? That's pretty much what this book is about. It follows like the small group of friends who are like pushed to the side of the chosen ones. So we follow them as they just navigating life in general, like real life teenage things. It was really cool in the background. You kind of see all the chosen ones running around doing their thing, but we don't really care. We're just like, oh, there's the indie kids doing their thing. Anyway, back to our pool party. That's pretty much this book. Patrick Ness always, I love him. He's so good. This was so fresh. I think I gave this 4 stars. Yeah, just love his thinking. It was so good. All right, the next book I read was Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, The Final Empire. This, I feel dumb. I don't know. I kind of feel dumb, guys. Like, I didn't get it. I think it went over my head. I think if I revisited this book when it wasn't August and my head wasn't a mess, I might enjoy it more. But for me, it was just okay. I gave this 3 stars. I've been told maybe I should check out his other series, The Way of Kings, I think it's called. Maybe I should have started there because this like brick of a book, it's like 1,000 pages. And I got through it, but it just didn't really stick with me. I don't know. I think I'm dumb. I think I'm just a dumb bitch. The last book I read last month was Wonderstruck by Brian Selznick. I was supposed to read this book in July. It was drawn out of my TBR jar and I never got around to it. So we did it this month. I enjoyed this. Same guy who wrote The Invention of Hugo Cabret. Really like just a fresh way of telling a story. It's like scrapbooky with like storyboard artworks and words. And it's just so simply told. Just kind of reminded me that like you don't need to write really complex sentence structures to tell a good story. Like, it's great to do that, but sometimes a simple story like this speaks to like such a wide audience. It's almost like it's just like a different way to tell a story, and it works for some kinds of stories. It's like illustrations and words. It was good. It was good fun. Simple story, simply told, but really powerful. So I gave this 4 stars, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we only had 4 books, so we've gotten here real quick, but it's time to get back on this bullshit. We meet again. Let's see what this bitch has in store for us today, because I'm sure it's gonna be something fucking hilarious. What color are we gonna pick? We're actually running out, which is good, because I'm kind of over this. Let's start by drawing out. I'm thinking like a purple will be good. Okay. Okay. What is this book? Burden of Lies. What is this book? I don't know what this is. Do I even still have this? Burden of Lies. I hope this isn't some J.K. Rowling fucking essay like last time. Oh, actually, yeah, I still have this. Okay, this is an uncorrected proof from 2017. It is a crime novel by Richard Beasley. Why? Why did I put this in here? Okay, so the back says cocaine, construction, corruption. The unholy trinity. All right, so it's like a thriller, like Michael Connelly, like mass market kind of thing. We'll see how we go. I kind of am in need of some new thriller recs, so I'll let you know how this goes. All right. What the fuck's next, hey? What's next? Let's go for I hate that you can, look at that. Chocolate, idiot boy. How did I miss that? Orange. I just did John Green. Not again. No. So I drew out An Abundance of Catherines by John motherfucking Green. What's it called? The Alaska one? I just had to read that, like not last month, the month before. I don't know much about this one. It's probably like all of his other books. Oh, it's like that guy who like dates the Catherines, and it's something to do with maths, I think. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Bitch, this jar is so fucking mean to me. What the hell? I'm not even excited at all for this. I bet it's gonna be some more trash. Oh. What? I've read this. No, I haven't. Oh, no, I haven't. No, I was thinking of a different book. Okay, I have been wanting to read this. The third book I pulled out is A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Bernard. I hauled this like last year. It's about Steffi has been selective mute for most of her life. She suffers from anxiety. And then Rice is deaf. And it's their love story, I believe. I've heard good things about this. So I'm interested to see how it goes. We'll see. At least this is something fresh. Okay, and other than those 3 choices, I'm going to be reading some other books this month, so I'm going to go through them now with you. So the first book is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I've started this, I've almost finished it, but I didn't quite finish it in time for my wrap up for last month. By the time I'm uploading this, I've probably finished it, but I'm buddy reading this with a good friend of mine, Robbie from Robbie Reads. So yeah, we're doing a buddy read, but we both suck at doing what we're told and reading the pages we're supposed to read. But he's finished the book now. I am close. I am really not liking this book at all. I'm sorry, I'm just brutally honest. I find all the characters quite annoying, quite selfish and horrible. It's just not for me. It's pretty much about this rich young couple's like private wedding on a private island and the chaos that ensues from the guests. There's just no substance for me. I feel bad because this is the first book me and Robbie are buddy reading, but it's not going down well for me. But hopefully we pick something that we both like next time. The next book I'm reading, I'm actually really excited about. It is The Girl in the Mirror by Rose Carlyle. This is an arc I borrowed from my friend from work who highly recommended this to me. It's a debut thriller, pretty much about twin sisters. One of them is like really, really fortunate in life and the other one not so much. So she's kind of jealous of her. They're like in this like glamorous situation where they have to go to Thailand to sail their family yacht. Like what? How soapy can you get? But apparently it just gets insane, and like the twist at the end is really, really good apparently. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, this has already got a film deal, so that's exciting. It's been compared to like the family drama, humorous aspects of Knives Out, which makes me even more excited, so yeah. The next book I want to read this month is like one of my most anticipated books of the year, and that is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. I've been looking forward to this book for so long. I never got sent an ARC, which is fine. Like I've pre-ordered the book. It hasn't come yet, but I'm so excited to read this. Cemetery Boys is an own voices novel about Yadriel, who has summoned a ghost boy, and spoiler alert, we like this boy, he's real cute. Pretty much anyway, Yadriel's Latinx family doesn't accept his gender, so he's kind of out to prove himself to his family, and he makes a deal with this cute ghost boy to help him out to figure out what went down with his death, I believe. So they make a deal, and part of that deal they didn't know is, you know, falling in love. So we love that. I need this. I need to read it. Next up, I have another advanced reader copy that I'm really excited to read. I don't have it yet because I'm getting it from work. Someone has borrowed it already from work to read though, so I'll get it afterwards. It is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. This is like wizard school, but the school is evil. So like, yeah, like just a full-on flip of what we're used to. It's set in this place called Scholarmance where you can't leave the school unless you graduate or die. So we love that for our characters. We love these dire situations, but I've heard really good things about this one, and it just sounds like my cup of tea. So I'm really keen. It comes out at the end of September, if you're interested. Okay, finally, the last book I'm reading this month. This bitch gave it to me last month, and I didn't get around to it because August was... They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This book came out years ago. I got sent a copy from Simon & Schuster years ago. Never got around to it, but pretty much it's about this like future where on the day that you die, you get like told you're dying today. So you have just today to like sort your life out. And there's this app where you can connect with other people who are dying on the same day as you. And so that's what happens to our main character. And yeah, that's the setup. I don't know heaps. I've heard mixed things. I'm interested to make my own opinions about this and see what I think. But yeah, I need to get to this month because I was supposed to read it last month. Alrighty, and those are the books I'm going to be reading this month, plus the 2 that aren't physically here, but yeah, you get it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm looking forward to some of these, not all of them. So we'll see. Bye.